Hello everyone, my name is Abe Pickle and welcome back to Second Extinction Tips and Tricks for Beginners, part 15, I want to say. I think we're at 15 now. This is the longest series I've had going. Well, I think so. Maybe Portal was longer. Anyway, so today we're doing another one of those crispy weapon reviews, and today we're covering none other by the requested Scout Rifle. Got this request on my Discord server, and if you are ever wanting to know anything Second Extinction or anything else for that matter, go on over there, put it down in the comments maybe. I have a link to the description, or a link in the description for my Discord channel, or if you have a question, you can simply just write it down there. But we do have a community growing, and it's wonderful, so I'd love to have you a part of it. So, for the builds today, for the Scout Rifle, I don't really use this thing, so messing around with this thing was really weird. I'm not a big fan of like a scope because I like to have close range encounters, so this is more of a preference. So first of all, the main part of the build is crit plus 5 here. So you have the crit plus 5, plus you have From the Shadows, which hits to unaware enemies, deal critical damage, so you don't have to always aim for the head. Ghost. Kills caused by critical damage on unaware enemies trigger Conceal on the wielder, which makes you concealed, which is an ability you can also get from Jurgen, which is the one character I recommend the sniper on. I believe you can also use it on Amir. Definitely don't. I don't recommend using that on Amir at all. If you're using Amir, use the grenade launcher. That's just fact. Then there's also Deadly Efficiency. Weapon deals increasing damage with each consecutive kill shot, which might not seem all that great, but if you go stealth while you're fighting a T-Rex that just popped up a hive and like 8 raptors walk out, right? You conceal, you kill one because you have critical damage on it, it gives you conceal again, and you keep on ramping that up with the Deadly Efficiency. Then you turn towards the T-Rex and pop him in the throat, and you can deal some insane damage. Now, it's incredibly hard to do that and very situational. But this in general is a good way to just dealing with heavy dudes. I don't know if I'll be able to show it off today, but we're going to try our best to give you a good little example of how it works just by finding like a big old group of raptors. And then, like I said, a personal choice to add on iron sights. Now, because I don't really use this, I don't know what else to really do to make this efficient, because like it's a sniper rifle, you probably want to have some crit damage on there, and these 3 in tangent together are just insane, like absolutely insane. So I think this is like the only viable build, but I mean there's also, let's see here, after you get a critical hit, it increases your fire rate, which could be nice. There's unflinching, aim remains steady when you get hit. This is cool. You could do weapon drilling instead of iron sights if you like the scope. But to be honest, this right here is the one build. I can't even think of another build that would really work. I mean, you could maybe take off. I don't even know, like, because the only other perk that's really worth running on this thing besides, you know, the weapon drilling would be the resourcefulness. But for that, you would need to take one of these 3 off, but because their synergy is so good together, it's hard to tell you which one to take off. I would just, to be honest, mess around with it, try taking them off. I would say that From the Shadows would be the one that I would take off, because then after, you know, you get used to it, you can literally just like aim for the weak spots. So it's something that's a personal, it makes it easier when you have From the Shadows on. If you don't mind reloading though, resourcefulness, it's all right. So I'm gonna go find a good old pack of raptors and show this off here. But there's not much to do with the sniper that I feel that would show off 2 builds. The only thing I could really show off would be the difference in taking this off and putting on weapon drilling, because I feel like this would be a good thing if you don't mind the scope. So I personally am not a huge fan of the iron sights, but we'll run this right here real quick to show you what it looks like with weapon drilling, so you can see the reload speed and compare. And then we'll do a quick little thing with the iron sights. So I'll be right back, guys. I will go find myself a little engagement. Okay, so there's some raptors over there. And you're getting this ability, this is why I recommend it. If you crouch for long enough, you become hidden and concealed. Now, they'll still see you. As you can see. Oh, shit. You have to keep in mind the, oops, shit. Wrong button. So I'm pretty sure I can't really test. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. As you can see, like, you know, one little couple like hip fires compared to when you're aimed down sights. Okay, come on. There we go. Oh my. I was not expecting this. We're gonna hide here. When you're hip firing, it seems that the sniper rifle deals a little bit more inconsistent damage. There we go. So this thing, as you can see, not the greatest against, like, say, a bull. Here, well, let's get all close and get it to rear up a bunch. But what the sniper rifle like lacks, it makes up in just, like, you know, absolute just ridiculous damage. Like, you can get some pretty nutty hits, and also, if you're using Jurgen with the sniper, which is the one I recommend, because I think you can also use it on Ortega, but I still don't recommend it on her. It's much too slow paced in comparison. And then again, I will say I haven't used this a bunch. Personally, don't take a liking to things that magnify like this, and this is why I use the iron sights, because it takes your vision and just oof. Oh my gosh. And I'm very bad with the scope. I know it's me. So if you're good with the scope, this thing does some insane damage. Okay. But if you ever have issues with bulls or flatbacks, the C4 will make up for it. So that's kind of how it works. We'll show the weapon drawing off because I didn't really show that off too well right there. The normal reload is this right here. So it's not too short. You don't really have to worry about it. But if you get a kill before you do that, does that have to be a critical hit? Nah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a super high difference. For the reload speed, so I have troubles recommending this thing. I don't use it for a lot of reasons. There's a lot of better weapons. Especially, I have a little bit of bias because I know I play solo. So keep that in mind when you are watching my reviews. This is coming from the mind of a solo player. In a group, if you can have someone taking the aggro off of you, I'm guarantee you bulls, flatbacks, and T-Rexes would be a whole lot easier to deal with. And you can stay farther away while your teammates go into the fray. And, you know, you're able to just sit from afar and snipe like you'd probably want to. Because, like, being solo, it's so hard to just, you know, go around with a sniper rifle. That's why I kind of tend to the iron sights, which we are about to cut through right about now. But real quick. Oh, come on now. Okay, but yes, so the sniper rifle, as I was saying, has a, for this kind of game, it just kind of feels like you're definitely on the defensive a lot more than I would personally prefer. because you're always backing away. Because once raptors see you, they beeline it to you. They only melee, or they have those, you know, the bigger dinos have those bigger little orbs that they fire at you, those electro balls or whatever. And the acid spitters, of course. But I mean, to be honest, most of the time you're fighting, slashing, jumping, biting raptors. So having a sniper rifle, you're constantly going to have to be going backwards, which is going to make it harder to aim with something that's so precise, which comes down to player skill. If you are good with a marksman rifle and a sniper, this gun can be pretty good, especially with this build. If you can consistently land kill shots and land them time after time again, you can rack up, theoretically, enough damage to deal major damage to a T-Rex, to cause it to stumble and pop its neck in one good hit. I'm not that great, but for now, we're just going to hop over to see what the iron sight looks like. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so now we have ourselves the good old iron sights. And as you can see, the scope is completely gone, which is exactly how I like to play. It gives me these iron sights, which you still have that dot that would be in the scope, but I don't know. I just like the iron sights of this thing a whole lot more. So let's see here. It's a lot more close quarters, just something I prefer. I don't lose that like awareness that I feel like I lose when I use the scope. Which to me is just, it fits my playstyle a little better. So play around with both. If you like the scope, then you know the scope works better for you. I personally don't, and that's why I try to not use it. I feel like when it zooms in, it just uses way too much. It just takes your FOV away, and you just don't see what's around you, and it's hard to just kind of judge and make decisions on what you want to do and how you want to move, because you have to keep moving in this game, which is another reason why I don't use this thing. To use it, you have to slow down so much to take your time with your shots, and you're gonna, you know, get yourself into a bad situation potentially just because you're not watching. Ow. And you'll have situations like, oh my gosh, there's so much thunder outside. I'm trying to focus, Storm. Please. Thor. I don't need this right now. Son of Odin. Anyway, so overall, I think the sniper rifle has potential depending on how consistent you are with your shots and how you prefer to play. I personally like it when you slap a full auto or a semi-auto weapon in my hand, not a bolt action, unless I'm playing like a, you know, PvP game. And that, not exactly too keen on them. It was pretty funny though. It sends them ragdolling. Oh, hey you guys. Okay, that was funny. It can do some pretty ridiculous ragdolling, which is fun sometimes. So definitely give it a shot. If you enjoy it and you like playing Jurgen, he's a very good character, especially for solo, because he can just be like ninja vanish and then just, you know, C4 and shoot it. So this comes down to personal preference. I think this thing's viable. I don't think it's the best gun in the game, but I do think that, you know, if someone brings this thing, as long as they're hitting their shots properly, there's nothing wrong with someone bringing this thing. Oh fuck. It'll perform its job. It's not bad in any way. But then again, not very many guns in Second Extinction are bad. It's just on how you play. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the love and support that I get from you guys and how much you enjoy these tutorials. If you have any ideas on what you would like to see content-wise in Second Extinction or any other game, please let me know down in the comments below. I did get a request a while ago to play some Titanfall 2, and I do plan on wrapping around back to that. Just give me a little bit to warm back up in that game because I haven't played it in a couple years. But I think I'm going to play that here pretty soon on the channel. So keep an eye out for that. And always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to continue the support of the channel and show your support for the content I'm putting out. I see when you guys subscribe and why you guys subscribe and like what videos you were watching during that. And it helps me, you know, shape videos in a better way to better suit you guys. Like, is there something that I did specifically in that video that you guys might have liked? Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.